Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh here, aka Cronin, here for the first feature match of the CQ League, and I'm joined by Andy, aka Montolio.
Hey, hey, hey!
And we've got a match here between Duranoth and Foil Tarmogoyf Owns You. Foil Tarmogoyf is playing a Gristlebrand Oath build, and Duranoth is playing his patented green-white-black hate.
Yeah, Josh, this is going to be a good match. I really like Duranoth's deck. He has the ultimate toolbox going with some great tech. Unville Tracker, a couple Thalias, got a Scavenging Ooze, Green Ranger. He's got some other runes, Gaddock T, Kitaki main deck. Pretty solid.
I think his Knight of the Reliquary is probably his most important card in this matchup.
Yeah.
Just because of the toolbox of important lands for him.
Having said that, as most classic players know, Oath is pretty much got a leg up on Fish, unless you are going to have some Qasali Pride mages into play. So,
what do you think of Thalia in this matchup?
Thalia is pretty good. I mean, it's got a stacks type presence on it, right? I mean, it stalls them out on things like Lotus Petals, stalls them out on Mazolta Druids, Show and Tells.
Seems like in a matchup like this with Wastelands and Thalias, he might be able to keep him off some of his Show and Tells and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, it looks like Duranoth's off to a pretty good start here. He's got himself a Stoneforged Mystic into play and a Noble Hierarch. And interestingly enough, he went and got himself a Jite instead of a Batterskull.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's ideal there.
Oh, well, the one thing that the Jite will do is it will fend off tokens from the Forbidden Orchard. However, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because he's got two creatures in the play. So I think the Batterskull is probably the better card to go for there.
Yeah, he'd have to kill all his own guys and the tokens and... Yeah.
Yeah. And danger. What's he going for here, Josh? Looks like the foil Tarmagoyf has cast himself an Imperial Seal. Is he going for the Oath or is he going for show and Tell?
Well, he's got two lands, so...
Oath of Druids?
Probably Oath of Druids. He's in danger zone as far as going for his channel that he's got.
He doesn't have 2 green that he's showing anyways, but...
and he's put himself to 16 with attackers on the board, so I doubt we're going to see that happen.
Being a guy that has played a lot of Oath of Druids, it is dangerous going for that Oath of Druids when your opponent is playing Qasali Pride mages.
Yep.
Like Duranoth is, so... I bet you he went for an Oath of Druids, though.
And Duranoth actually has some new tech that we...
there it is. Sorry, Josh.
He's got Cavern of Souls in his deck, so he could cast an uncounterable Qasali Pride Mage if he needs to.
Cavern of Souls, interesting. I don't know that really fits in a toolbox-style deck, though, Cavern of Souls. I guess with Knight of the Reliquary, he has his pick and choose, but...
Yeah, but you look at his board state right now, and it's all 3 different things. Human is pretty good for him, and Wizard is decent for him. There's the Show and Tell.
Yeah, that's game. He doesn't have an answer to that.
Unless he's got a Knight in his hand.
For the viewers, if you're playing Green, White, Black, Hate, there is no counterspell that is going to stop a Show and Tell.
No,
good game.
Only got a Dark Confidant, so he's got to draw a Karakas or it's over.
Yep. Yeah.
Hit a Kitaki, so that won't work.
Kitaki's not going to do it there. I would hate to see a Kitaki against my deck, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played Duranoth multiple times in daily events, and he is a pretty tight player. He always plays the green, white, black fish, and pretty good. I like his toolbox style.
Yeah, I played him several months ago, actually. He's been playing a lot of Modern, I know, and he was running sort of a similar Modern deck to this Classic deck, actually.
Yeah, it's about as fair as decks come. It's in Classic anyways. And, if you can't disrupt him, He's going to have his way with you.
He's already got multiple exalted triggers down, and
yeah, well, this is just nothing against him.
Yeah, I mean, he's dead.
You know, obviously it cleans his entire board right here. He's going to leave himself with a Dark Confidant here. If he doesn't do anything else, that's the only thing that makes any sense. I guess maybe a Stoneforge, but
he couldn't use it because he has to sack all his lands. So
actually, yeah,
he's gonna probably keep the Dark Confidant and try and find a Caracas and be at 3 life, but he'll probably die to Dark Confidant then anyhow.
Done. No, he's done. In fact, he didn't play an Emrakul here. I mean, I guess he can leave himself with a Dark Confidant.
It's kind of nice that he can sack his Germ token right here. Oh no. No, he can't.
Yep. Nice main deck, Ancient Grudge.
We haven't seen a lot of main deck Ancient Grudge recently.
I think it's pretty standard in an old build.
But
I run all my old builds.
Ever since Stacks lost a lot of popularity, it just...
Well, Josh, I guess that all depends who you're asking it's popular with. Because I love me some Stacks.
Clearly, but I mean, you know. As we've seen, only three of the field in the 42-man event here is Stacks, so...
Yep. No, it's crazy how much it's fallen out of popularity, but...
So there, Foil Tarmogoyf took that one. And we're back for game 2 here.
And just to clarify, that wasn't a Foil Tarmogoyf on the field. That is the player's name, Foil Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't get that.
Thank you.
Just want to clarify, Josh. You know, we have to have respectability in this CME, you know. Okay, so game 2, turn 1, Hierarch, Duranoth.
It's a good turn 1 play for him to have.
Nice to see a Bayou, by the way. Don't see those too often. Okay, Foil Tarmogoyf is casting himself a Thoughtseize, and it's pretty sexy in foil.
What will he get?
I say he is going to get a Knight of the Reliquary. No?
Well, that's a good one for him to get.
Yeah.
At least, I mean,
yeah, it's funny, you know. Oh, there's the Cavern.
On human. So maybe he's got the Knight.
That would be so awesome. You know, it's funny, Josh, because Grafdigger's Cage is a phenomenal card, and we have not seen it in Classic. As you know, basically, Grafdiggers came out after the winter events. We just haven't seen it in Classic at all. Like, this card is got so many implications in Classic, and I mean, Oath in particular just shuts it right down. Dredge, it really hurts. So it's kind of cool to see it. I'm interested to see if we can get Classic going again here. What this thing is going to do. I can tell you, I'm running 4 of them in my deck.
As am I. The good news for Oath is the most popular version of Oath now is the Shoth. So
yeah,
we do have ways around the Cage. Can you imagine Cage during Good Game Oath's era? Would have just wrecked that deck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, there's ways to. I mean, main deck. You know, my Good Game Osa ran a couple Ancient Grudges main deck, so it wasn't unheard of to be able to get rid of something like that. But
and it is vulnerable to missteps. So
yeah, absolutely a beating if you can't get rid of it. Shoth is the way to get around Grafdigger's Cage.
So he chose Time Vault with his Pithing Needle, which is interesting. He could have named something like Gristlebrand.
Oh, there is the one piece of removal he has, and he spent it on a Cavernous Souls.
That could be a mistake if Duranoth ends up with a Caracas here.
Caracas is... I think that actually was an error. I don't think he should have spent it on a Cavern.
Yeah, how many creatures is he really going to be countering?
He's got 2... You know, he's got a Lotus Petal and a Underground Sea in play. He obviously doesn't have an Oath, so... Maybe that was the right play, I don't know. Duranoth is going to beat down pretty hard here.
I just don't think Cavern on human, I guess it gets It gets knights through, but it doesn't get, like, Pride Mage or anything like that through.
Nope.
And I guess Knight is probably his best creature.
You know what I wonder about, Josh? I guess, could he have put that Pithing Needle on Lotus Petal?
He could put it on Lotus Petal. He could put it on
Would that have been a
Gristlebrand.
smart play there?
I guess he didn't know about the Lotus Petal at that time. Oh, he does have a Knight of the Reliquary, so he can return that Gristlebrand, and Tarmogoyf has put himself down to 6, so he's close to death here.
No. Knight of the Reliquary is just going to flip that thing back to his hand.
And if Duranoth has any more Exalted triggers, there he's got a Pride Mage.
Yeah, this is over. This is over. Doesn't even matter. He's just going to flip, get a Caracas. He's going to flip that thing back to his hand, and even if he hits him for 6 right here, otherwise that's 6 life, he's just dead.
Yeah. 7 cards sitting in foil Tarmogoyf's hand, but no mana, so
Yeah.
probably not much he can do.
Good game. Well done, Duranoth. Knight of the Reliquary to the victory here.
I assume that's what he'll go with. He's got a Maze of Ith as well, but that's
This is over.
not nearly as good here. Oh, Zenith for 1. Probably
Yep,
another noble.
another Exalted trigger.
Yeah, so that'll do it.
He's just going to finish it right here.
Oh, he's going to use the Quirion Ranger. He's going to
Love me some Quirion Ranger.
untap his Knight and kill him with that.
There it is.
Well, there's that. 7/7 Knight of the Reliquary. Kills him. Alright guys, here we are in game 3.
Solid.
Fortunately got in on this game
So
a few
awesome.
seconds after it started. I'm not sure why Foil Tarmogoyf is asking for a 1-hour time limit. If someone's recording, they've still got 21 and 25 minutes on their clock, but
Oh, gosh. Can't put a time limit on how someone's feeling, I guess, eh?
yes, he's upset by his loss.
As Jim Carrey would say, isn't that something?
Would he? Is that what he says?
Isn't that something? All right, pretty solid pick out of his hand there, Grafdigger's Cage. And
Right into
ooh, an Oath. Oh, that is terrible for Duranoth.
I don't think he can probably...
Was
beat
Ollie
enough.
Parade Mage right here?
He does have a Crozen Grip in his sideboard, so he could...
Oh,
that's good.
nice. Can he get it through?
No.
Well, I can tell you definitively, that is terrible for Duranoth.
If he's got a nature... No, he doesn't have a Nature's Claim. That would have been pretty nice if he would have managed to exile the Show and Tell and still kill the Oath of Druids there. That would have been...
Is he running Nature's Claim?
Yeah, he's got 2 in the sideboard.
Okay.
He's got the Crozen Grip and 2 Nature's Claims.
Oh, I don't think this is good for Duranoth. How can he get out of this?
There's no Dragon's Breath. And there's an Ancient Grudge in...
He has so much Nord in his deck, eh?
Yep. Or in his sideboard, there it is.
Oh! Elish Norn. Yikes.
And now if he flips Gristlebrand, he can just flash back that Ancient Grudge, killing that Pithing Needle.
For those of you who are not familiar, Elish Norn eats fish stacks alive.
-2 to everything. So
yeah, I think Duranoth is done here. He just, how can he recover from that?
Well, he's only got one thing, I think, that comes into play
Night of the
a lot.
Reliquary.
It's night, yeah.
Yeah, that's, what's his night density versus other creatures here?
He's got a bunch of them in this deck.
He runs 4, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, not good odds, though. He's got 28 creatures in his deck.
He won't hit it with the Oath, probably, but if he's got one in his hand, that'd be good for him. And he's got several turns.
Not an old trigger, it's not, but there we go.
The good news is he's got several turns with this Elesh Norn, and Oath is not going to get triggered again.
Show and tell? Is that what he wants to get?
No, he got a Force of Will. Brainstormed it into his hand.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good counterspell, considering the fact that he's at 19 life and he has a Caracas and Mazith in his deck. That's a pretty good counterspell.
Yep, I don't know why. Angel Linto's saying next time count the lands and a waste of a Force of Will.
I am not sure anybody should be talking during a match, to be honest with you, regardless.
Clearly he's distracted Duranoth there.
Yeah.
Bonus doesn't happen until he's in play. That is not true. The bonus is a static effect that would happen instantaneously along with the -2/-2. So, Knight of the Reliquary definitely lives.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have enough lands in the graveyard, that thing's going to live no problem against Elesh Norn.
Yep.
That was good Force of Will.
Yeah, he had to force there.
Well, let's see. Duranoth is just in a heap load of trouble here, though. Very difficult to come back from that.
He's got a few more turns. Oh, there he got one.
Whoa! That was very lucky. That was very lucky.
So he may be able to... There's only one card and... Oh, no.
What?
There's still an Oath on the table.
Why did he cast another creature there? He's going to get an Oath activation. Why would he do that? What if he hits a Grizzlebrand?
Well, it doesn't... He's going to hit something good no matter what here.
Duranoth is just going off. He knows he shouldn't have cast that.
And if he hits a Blightsteel, that's pretty bad,
Does he run
too.
Blightsteel?
Yeah, he's got one Blightsteel. But he may have sided that out for the Elesh Norn.
Yeah, this is game. What was he doing?
Now, he does have both Mazavith and Caracas, so he can Mazavith one creature and Caracas the other one back.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Actually,
he could still win here.
Does he just run one Emrakul?
Yep.
Wow, he could actually win here then.
Yeah, he can send that Emrakul back and Mazavith the Elesh Norn for a turn.
Wow.
And then send it back and go in with some huge knights.
Yeah, Duranoth might actually pull this off. That was an error, though, Josh. You shouldn't have played that second Knight of the Reliquary.
Yeah,
definitely. You could have that first Knight of the Reliquary. I mean, if that had been a Grizzlebrand instead of the Emrakul, he was dead. Because he would have drawn 7 cards off that, put him down to 9 life. And, I mean, the card advantage would have been tremendous, right? Whereas with the one Knight of the Reliquary, just alone in play, he could have just searched up for the Mazith or whatever, the Caracas, sent it back. He doesn't have to face a strip mine.
Yep. But then he does end up activating Oath anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he could have taken his time. He could have gone and gotten Maze of Ith and waited until he could get rid of the Oath. What the... And he's just let the...
Duranoth's made a huge error.
Yeah, he just let the Emrakul trigger go on the stack.
Oh dear. I will say this right now. I have played Duranoth enough to know that he's not a guy that makes that mistake. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, this is very unusual for him.
Oh, yeah, he lost the game.
So does he just not have a stop set?
Oh dear. Well, there you go. Foil Tarmogoyf. You just won the lottery. I think you were dead there, Foil Tarmogoyf, but you got lucky.
I mis-sideboarded. What would he have brought in?
No, I'm not getting any advice either. Okay. Well, that is tragic, folks. Unfortunately, that happens in Magic Online, and yeah, that is one of the perils of playing online versus in real life. When you miss a trigger sometimes, a setting gets misset, and you just lose. I can vouch for Duranoth thoroughly that that would not happen in real life, I'm sure of that.
And I have to imagine that the commentary had to distract Duranoth somewhat.
Yeah, that's too bad. Nobody should be talking during matches.
I've never seen him make those kind
for the
of
viewers
mistakes.
that are watching this, and if you're watching matches, please do not talk during a match. It is distracting. I can vouch for that myself, having had people talk during my matches. So please be respectful and allow people just to play out and keep your comment until the end of the game.
And also thanks to Duranoth for just contacting us and letting us record this game.
For sure. If you can't tell, folks, feeling a bit bad for Duranoth. That is just most unfortunate. If you left Oath in play, we're getting some gallery here.
Yeah.
Well, folks,
I guess that's going to be the game.
First round matchup between Duranoth and Foil Tarmogoyf Oinju. And yeah, we wish you all good luck in your matches, and looking forward to some more recordings.
See you for the next match, guys.